What is going on, everyone? MikeO back with the Mailday recap. Got a handful of cards that have arrived in the last week or so. We've reached late December. It's quite busy. It is a busy part of the year. Holidays, travel, family, all sorts of things coming up. Bunch of great things. Looking forward to Christmas and New Year's. Have an opportunity over the course of that week to see a lot of family, friends as well. And hopefully take it all in, take it easy, and enjoy those days. So while I had a few free minutes, wanted to do a mail day and just show off a handful of cards I picked up. This is really a good portion of the year to pick up cards, specifically baseball. A lot of distractions, a lot of people spending money elsewhere, people spending money on gifts and electronics and all that stuff, and just straight up distracted. And of course, baseball is not active right now. You have some off-season stuff going on, but typically it's a really good time to buy. January, first few weeks, but once you hit the Super Bowl, which, of course is early February, that's when, that next Monday, I feel like baseball, hobby-wise, starts to kick into gear. People start turning the page on that. And, at that point, spring training is arriving. So I've picked up a few things at auction and figured I'd share them. So let's get into it. A couple of PSA graded cards. This is a 2021 Finest Flashbacks Aaron Nola Prism Refractor. PSA Mint 9. I was able to grab this one at auction at a pretty good price. I don't think it was much more than the cost of grading. I'm a huge fan of the Finest Flashbacks. I like to put together these team sets as best I can. I'm realistically never going to complete them, but at least pick up a bunch of different examples. This is numbered to 35. Nola, obviously, he's had a sensational Phillies career. Catches a lot of crap in Philadelphia sometimes. Sometimes warranted. Most of the time, probably unwarranted. If you just look at his entire work of his career, he's been really, really good. And pitched some big games and, come up a little smaller in some big games as well. But that is the majority of pitchers. And look at it this way. If he became a free agent, if he was a free agent this year, he'd be getting $30 million a year, and that's just the reality of it. And his free agency day will be coming up sooner rather than later. So we'll see if he ends up in Philadelphia long term or not. Who knows? But obviously has had a nice run with the Phillies and a big part of the 2022 National League champions. So happy to add that one. And then I also picked up this 2022 Topps 3D Bryce Harper. PSA Mint 9. So, big fan of 3D baseball. Obviously, collect Harper, like slab cards. I really don't send too much in the PSA at this point. From time to time I will, but I'm just not willing to wait. And SGC over the course of the last couple years has really, at least collection-wise for me, become kind of my go-to grading company. And then I'm having fun with some CSG stuff as well. But I'm sure as prices continue to fall and if demand falls a little bit as well in terms of at least quicker turnaround times, I'll do some more PSA stuff. But there's a big selection of PSA graded stuff out there. So you can usually pick cards up for the collection at a good price. Again, if they only get the Fine 9 especially. This came in from Topps, so super excited to get this in. So this is an exclusive, and the other ones came in, but if you bought the postseason Topps Now set, you got bonuses if the team had advanced in different rounds, and the bonus came for advancing to the divisional round and to the World Series, but didn't get anything for them advancing to the NLCS, and it finally did arrive a couple weeks after the last one. So pretty cool. The set print runs were only a couple hundred, so these exclusives are only a couple hundred. So they're pretty darn neat. The type of thing, not super high in demand, but put it this way, in 10 years, type of card, maybe you'll get it cheap at auction, but if you do see it, the people who have them, because since most are going into collections, it's the type of card that's going to be listed at $20, $30, $40, and it's kind of you either want it or you don't. And if you buy it, you don't. But cool addition. That'll be going in the Phillies Topps Now binder. So happy that came in. And then a couple other purchases. Picked this one up at auction. 2022 Allen and Ginter X Red Mini, parallel number to 5 of Kyle Schwarber, who obviously had a great season for the Phillies. Was an all-star, participated in the home run derby, led the National League in home runs, and with the postseason, combined with his regular season, hit over 50 home runs this year. So I would say that was a pretty good free agent signing for the Phillies. Also picked up a refractor from Topps Chrome Cosmic. There's a bunch of different refractors. I forget what this one's called. Nucleus or something like that. Pretty cool looking. Got some circles, spinning circles there. So neat refractor. That, and then from Topps Rip, this is a Bryce Harper. Just thought it was a cool looking card. Mini numbered to 30. Topps Rip, they've made it the last 3-4 years. Did not buy any this year. Bought it a couple years ago. And this year I just saw the Harper Mini and decided to pick it up. So that one's pretty cool. And then the last 2 cards. This is a card I've wanted for a while. And I hear people complain about this card sometimes. Because they want it for the registry for the top 300 cards, and I've just always been fascinated and thought it was pretty cool. Herb Washington, 1975 Topps card, and these are not easy to come by, not as easy as you would think, and he was a pinch runner, as you can see. Pretty sure it's the only pinch runner card ever produced, so that is pretty sweet, and ended up running into 2 of them, won them both at auction, so we'll probably send them in for grading, and I don't know. I just think it's a neat, fun card. All right, guys, that is it for the mail day. Short, sweet, got it in without waiting too long. Mostly Phillies as usual, but just always looking for cool stuff, neat stuff for the collection. If I don't talk to you before the holidays, which hopefully I do, have a great one. And make sure you take some time to enjoy this time. Don't just get frazzled and, been out of shape, being busy, trying to push a bunch of things in at the last second, but have yourselves a great one. Comment below, let me know what you guys think, and I'll talk to you next time. See ya.